What frames per second and resolution do you use for these shots? Great travel video. So let's just jump right in. Let's just jump right in. So I'm gonna show you my settings on my GoPro Hero 10, how I set up my camera. So let's just jump right in. One of the questions I get was what settings I use the most, and I'm gonna have to say that it's the 5.3K 60. GoPro Hero best resolution is 5.3K, so I'm gonna try to use that the most. My second one would be the 4K 24, and I would use this setting when I'm vlogging or interviews, anything that's real time. That's the go-to setting I use. Last but not least, of course, the 4K 120. 120 in a camera the size of a GoPro, that is amazing. And anything that's fast-paced movement, cars moving, dogs running, that's the setting I would use. So I'm gonna break it down. Let's jump right in. All the settings are the same. Okay, the lens, it's gonna be at linear. Hyper smooth is gonna be at high. The reason why I don't do boost is because it just punches in too much. So I don't want to give up screen real estate for that. So I would just rather do it digitally if I need to. My bitrate's gonna be at high because you want the most information this GoPro can record. That way when you're editing, you just have a little bit more flexibility. My shutter speed is gonna be double the shutter, which is 48 if I'm shooting 24, 120 if I'm shooting 60, and 240 if I'm shooting at 120. My sharpness is going to be at low. My flat, my color profile will be at flat. My white balance is going to be at 5000K, and the reason is because when I'm using the GoPro, I know I'm going to be using it outside in daylight. I don't recommend using the GoPro for night shots or anything that has to do with low light, a dark room, a poorly lit room. Just don't use it. The GoPro is just gonna be crappy, so I don't recommend it. Last but not least, you definitely gotta make sure you have some ND filters, and the one I use is by Polar Pro, because after you set up your camera and your settings, all you would have to do, depending on how bright it is outside, is just to slap one of these on. And a lot of times I feel like the ND16 is more than good enough, and it'll cover a lot of your scenarios. The only time I would have to use ND32 is if it was just super bright. For example, if I was in the desert, that's what I would use. But for the most part, the ND16, ND8, it's probably, the ND filters I use the most. So hopefully this tutorial, it's gonna help you guys create better footage using your GoPro. And I want to thank each and every one of you who subscribed, who reached out to me. It just shows me, how much people wants to learn about filmmaking, and if I can help and shine some light, that's what I want to do for you guys. Anyhow, I want to say peace and love. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.